Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where today we're just about to kick things off, and it's going to be an exciting one. It is going to be an exciting one. As you may be aware, I'm on the hunt for my new supercar, or have been on the hunt for my new supercar. There's going to be more news about that in this video as well. But first things first, we've just pulled up in the RS3, and this is actually going to get joined soon by another RS3, and then there's actually something else which I have bought as well. Very unexpected, but that's all to come. You are aware, this is all very depressing. My number plates are gone, and it's a shame, and it doesn't look the same on LC71YCO, the plate that I got the car on. So anyway, it happens, and we move on, and if the right plate comes up, I will jump at it, that's for sure. And maybe one day I will be in a position to buy back AH11 or AH33, and you've seen AH66 before. They're all not here anymore. Shame. Anyway, we move on. But one thing I have here, these are the plates that are going on the car, and this was off the Golf R. So you may be aware of the AHR W6 AHR number plate. Those are the plates which have been made up, and these are the plates going on my RS3. I'm here, we're at Duncan Hamilton Rothko, the place of dreams. But what's happened is yes, I'm on the hunt for my new supercar. That is going to be coming soon. What is that? Very loud motorbike. So you know I'm on the hunt for my new supercar. In today's video, we're taking delivery of a Ferrari 488. It's not my one, but this is a very different one, and my supercar search is down to two: McLaren or a Ferrari, a 600 LT or a 488. I'm pretty certain it's going to be one of them, but the car we're going to see today is cool. It's rapid, it's different. It literally arrived off the back of a trailer. We put it inside, it arrived off the back of a trailer, put it inside, and I couldn't wait to show you because it's got a bit of racing involved with it. And I love talking through the buttons, through the different things, through the this and that. So I'm going to see it. Quickly guys, before we go and see this epic car and everything, which is epicness, which is inside, this video has kind of been sponsored by Car Vertical, long partners of the channel. I think our worst nightmare is buying a car and we find out it's got a mileage discrepancy, it's got history we weren't aware of, it's been crashed, it's not in a good way. Well, all you need to do is head on to Car Vertical, type in the registration number of the car, and it brings up the whole history. If it's been a taxi, if it's been in a crash, if it's been in a crash, it's got all the photos. Make sure you check them out, get the reg in there, and you will not regret it. It's a complete game changer, and if you're not signed up to Car Vertical, make sure you are. Discount code in the description and the pinned comment. Let's go and see the car. Oh yeah! Now we're talking! Woo, baby! Just been delivered. Come to me, baby! Come to me! Oh! Oh! Flipping out! Oh! Look at that! Not the beers. Come on. Back she comes. Back she comes. Come on. Lovely. Lovely. Come on. Lovely. That is serious. About an hour ago. Mate. That is unreal. It's fine, it's fine. There's not much steering like on these Ferraris. Oh, that is so good. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome to the room. Boom. That is ridiculous. Oh, yes. Anyway, let's go and check it. I'm going to talk you around it because it is just so cool. And I know a lot of people on my channel, they love the racing. They love the ins and outs of race cars, things like that. I'm going to talk you around this because this is not road legal. You cannot license this to be on the road or whatever. But there's more to this, because like I was just saying to you, obviously I'm thinking about a 488, and this gives me ideas of a 488, doing a body kit to a 488 and turning it potentially with racing different parts into something like that could be insanely cool. Because the next project I do with a supercar, I'm going to rip it to bits and I'm going to actually modify it. You're probably thinking, what is he doing? But yeah, basically that's what I want to do. If I get a 488 and mod it, I want to go to town and do something ridiculous like that. A 3.9 litre engine, 670 in fact brake horsepower, and it is a V8. And the power and everything that it delivers, like the rear wing and the amount of aero that generates, is pretty mind. And in terms of lap times, they're probably doing very, very similar to a full-on GT3 car. There's actually not that much in it. So if you ever imagine like a full-blown 488 GT3 car, it's round about a couple of seconds, because these cars, they don't have as much aero as one of those cars, like a full-blown GT3 car. So in a straight line, they are much quicker. And I remember when these did the support race at the Le Mans 24 hours, when I was doing the 24 hours back in the day, and I was in a 458 GT2 car. These had the 458 challenge cars before. These, in a straight line, were quicker than us. And we were lapping, I think it was about 5-6 seconds a lap quicker than them per lap. But on the straights, these were doing like 200 miles an hour, something like that. It was actually meant. If you're also thinking, how much is one of these? So one of these is roughly 200 grand, 200 to 250 grand. Brand new, they're about 350 grand, but obviously second hand they're a little bit less. That's a rough figure, don't quote me on that. Some go for, depend on the history, go for more, go for less. This car is currently running on wet tyres, as you can see just here. These are not the tyres that it will race on, they're actually probably travel tyres. The reason why this will run on wet tyres is because this car will actually run on slick tyres. Slick tyres, if you just move the car around on slick tyres, they will just wear. So if you ever see a race car, you will always see them in travel mode in or with wet tyres on them, or they're basically travel tyres as well. Love is the fact you can see the engine through the glass. Love that. What I'm going to quickly talk to you before we go and look inside is here we have different wing settings, which basically mean the more wing that this car has, it's interesting actually, it's on 7 out of 12. The more wing a car has, so like let's say you add more wing to the car, the more aero it will give the car. It will make it slow in a straight line, but it will give it more actual downforce. So this car at the moment is on a pretty low downforced setting. Obviously the lowest, let's say you're racing at Le Mans or whatever, somewhere with lots of straights, you put it down to the lowest point and then it gives it much faster top speed, but not as much aero. Hope that all made complete sense. Fuel goes in there. Let's have a little look inside this very nice cockpit. 2 bucket seats, as you can see, all very, very cool indeed. And then we're going to go in. Oh, in we go. Cool. 3 laps down. We're 3 laps down, everyone. Anyway, let's have a little look in here, because we have lots to look at. Downer gear, upper gear. Radio, flash. Press it once, it will flash 6 times. Washer, so wash the windscreen. Left hand indicator, right hand indicator. Drink, traction control. You have 4 different settings. 2 is probably a bit generous. I'd probably leave it on 1. And you have 2 different traction controls. You have TC1 and TC2. So yeah, they would have to go hand in hand and be the same. Marker, not really sure what marker's about. Right hand indicator, scroll the dash. When you come into the pit lane, hit that, and that will be, that is pressed. Ferrari logos arise. And then we have the dash, which comes up as well, as you can see. And then the rear view camera. So the rear view camera, basically, you don't have obviously, you cannot see anything out of there. But hello, anyone there? No, we need to have a rear view camera. What I like is that you've got lap, but then you've got pit time on there as well. And then on here, when you change the traction control, it changes on the dash as well. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2. We also have ABS, so we have ABS settings as well. As you can see, we have ABS 1, 2, 3 and 4. On this and how I run cars usually, I run them pretty much on like 2. You don't, ABS 4 is like when you hit that pedal, it's just going to like literally rebound at you. Maybe in the wet, maybe go to 3 because you want a bit more ABS. But there we go. Then we have last lap time, pit speed. There you go. When you press pit limiter, it comes on and then you go off. And when it goes off, that goes off as well. And then different things as well. We have wiper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll have a bit of that. We'll have a bit of that, everyone. We have rain light. On and off. Brightness is for the dash, as you can see, and it also does the camera at the same time. We have reverse, so in neutral, press reverse. STD light, don't know, but anyway, fuel reset. Okay, fuel reset, let's quickly talk about it. The team needs to know how much fuel is in the car, and they need to know how much is left in the car if they don't have telemetry in the pit lane, right? Normal, let's say you're doing a long endurance race. In an endurance race, fuel reset basically resets the fuel back to exactly where 0, and then they will be able to see how long you have left, when you need to pit, and to make sure that you don't get that wrong. Very simple. Scroll is just giving you every different thing, like predicted lap time and everything else, and that pretty much is a tour of here. Master ignition. Oh! Yeah! Come on! Reverse. Ding. Just jumped out. Time to leave it behind. What an awesome bit of kit. Hopefully there will be a chance to maybe in the future get a chance to drive this on the track. We will see what happens, but there'll be more to come of it. It's not the last time you've seen it. It's not for sale, by the way. This car is not for sale. I think what would be cool is to share content with onboards of how fast they are on a straight line, because I think people want to know that. Different things, techniques, and how you race one of these cars, how you roll the brakes in, how late you can brake and things like that. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that ridiculous car. Obviously there's all the other cars in there, but you need to go and watch my other videos if you've not seen the tour of what we have here and about out and about here at Duncan Hamilton Rothgo. I'm going to be doing more down here. There's always crazy and wonderful things happening, and I definitely, like I say, do want to get more involved with the cars that are here, the cars that get delivered, like today. Just even see the 488, seeing it start up, getting up close and personal with it, and being back in that environment was very, very cool as well. And potentially we will see that car on the track, whether it's me driving or not driving. Maybe we'll get a chance to spend some time with that car in the future and seeing it going around. We will see, because they're fast, they're cool and everything else. And like I say, that inspires me massively for my next Ferrari, because like I say, down to McLaren, down to Ferrari 488, and if I do a Ferrari 488, I want to rip it to bits and go to town on body parts and aero parts and exhausts and just going wild. I don't want it to be a standard 488 and just do normal things. I've never done things really normally. I ruined my first Lamborghini Huracan. The second one I didn't, because I didn't have it long enough, but the first one I really went to town with the body kit, the rear wing, the diffuser, you name it. And I think if I get a 488 for the summer, which is pretty likely, I think I will do things which might ruin it. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Comments down below, thumbs up. Massive thanks to Duncan Hamilton Rothgo. Make sure you check out the stock down below as well. See you very soon.